Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Kervin, and this is Randy's Rant. Going to have varying light in here. We've got clouds and sun. I noticed it was kind of like blinking while I was waiting to go to air. You see the difference right there. Uh, Now it's light again. It's like I've worked out a strobe system here in Kirksville, Missouri. All right. I wanted to start out with a few things. One thing, we've got to beat McConnell. That's just to start out. Uh, those close to Rudy Giuliani the last few years are probably getting very nervous. Uh, who's coming down the pipe next? Who are the charges going to go? Who's going to be investigated? Perhaps Mo Brooks, maybe Don Jr. Who knows at this point? You can't make this shit up. What's happening to the GOP? Republican Party, they are peddling the big lie. Gates and Marjorie Green Taylor are teaming up. No, Marjorie Taylor Greene, excuse me, are teaming up for America First Tour. Where does that sound familiar? And when you know it, it's always the ones in trouble that are the most radical, like her and now Gates, with witnesses that he did have sex with a 17-year-old. Republicans are still on council culture, lying about Biden and red meat. It doesn't exist because it's made up. Don't fall for the bullshit they are spouting to please King Ding Dong's making an appearance. 1/3 of the people still believe that Joe Biden is not the legitimate president of the United States, and that's the Republican Party. Systematic racism. DeSantis, a race-based Marxist ideology. What to hell is he talking about? Really, think about that statement. That statement makes no sense. He was also espousing that everyone has had an opportunity in this country. I don't agree. Here's why. Not all families can help to finance their child's education after public high school. Mitch McConnell, letter to the Education Department to abandon the 1619 project and programs. Reorient away from their intended purpose toward a politicalized and divisive agenda. Huh? Oh, I get it. You're not supposed to talk about it. Shh, keep it quiet. Don't talk about slavery. They want to take it out. And I was talking with Grace earlier, and we were talking about, it was a few years ago. I think it was right before the orangutan got in office. Texas was going to cut slavery out of their history courses as being immigration. And somewhere out on the West Coast, they were going to do the same thing. Rewrite history. Oh boy, that make it into immigration. Even though they were owned human beings, not immigrants. Shit. Like I said, you can't make this shit up. Most Republicans are on board, this is kind of a repeat, with an America First agenda. And some of those would not vote for Trump again. They understand that Joe Biden won the election but they like the America First agenda. And 30%, only 30% of Republicans believe that King Ding Dong lost the election. This is truly sad that many Americans choose lies over truth. This means we have to fight even harder for the next 4 years to hold and increase Democrats in Congress. Just look what the Democrats did by electing Joe Biden as president. We must prevail against all odds in the 2022 midterms. To Republicans, yes, Joe Biden won the election and the Republicans won more in the House. So how in the hell can you say he didn't win president, and yet you're saying in some of your races you didn't win either because you won? Doesn't make any sense. How can Joe Biden win and yet you win as Republicans in your races in that same year, 2020? Doesn't make any sense. It's so much bullshit. And the orange, and to even believe that the orange orangutan won in 2020. And he prepped it for years that if he didn't win, it was a rigged election. And now there's many that still believe that. Hello, Michael. Hello, Kyle. Yeah, that's true, Kyle, because they can't have the truth out there. The truth disagrees with everything they stand for now. They want to call it not being racist, but yet it's all right to have white supremacists, neo Nazis, and uh, all the ones that we had chased under the rocks up until the orange orangutan came into office, and he brought them all out. And members of the black race saying that, and I don't believe this country is completely racist. It's just if you can't have truth on one side, they don't know what to think. They've got them scared to death that the white race is going to be non-exist. Well, damn it, things happen and they will be in a minority. I'm white. I don't care. I just don't understand it. And as you can see, the daylight is playing heck with this screen. I'm in the rant room. I raised the table up, so I'm a little more comfortable. Still getting things set up, and there was less drama at the house last night. But I have got a very generous mother-in-law. She said we're welcome to sleep over at her house here in town anytime we need to. We're a little concerned right now because we can't get a hold of my brother-in-law out in Novinger, and my mother-in-law and Grace and I have been calling him for 2 days now. He's the one that has to come move the bed down here, regardless of what we do about maybe getting a new mattress. But we can't get it down here. I can get the frame and the rails here, but I cannot transport either the box springs or the mattress in the minivan. It just would not fit. And I refuse to try to tie stuff to the top of the roof of the car, even for 2 blocks. But other than that, we are getting things done each and every day. It doesn't mean that we still couldn't use a little help, but I've gotten to the point I'm not going to ask for such. There are known ways that you can help. Uh, and I might even be getting a post office box again soon. I miss that interaction of more letters. I do get some communications from some of the people that support me every month, and I appreciate that. And we're going to keep that going. If you're a blue dot and a good friend of mine and the family, uh, shoot me a PM. I'll be more than happy to give you the street address to this house. Thought I would just let it go at that. We're thinking about grabbing something to eat, and we're going to drive out to Noviter and find out what's going on with my brother-in-law. It's got Grace worried. Grace fell off the sofa. We still can't figure out why that happened, but she wasn't hurt. So don't be concerned. She wasn't hurt. I will let you go at this point. I apologize right now. The last couple of days with the drama and the moving and all, I'm not getting my Facebook comments completed. I'm not getting it shared as many places as I would like. Still got a problem with my neck. I'm, and I'm starting to figure it out. It's the tension of living where we are, sleeping at night, uh, is causing my neck will start as I get more and more tense. The neck starts hurting back here, and then I get where I can't turn my head to the right. That kept me up for a little while last night, but we had a wonderful uh, went over and ate with my in-laws, my brother-in-law, and my mother-in-law, and had a good time this morning before we came back over here. Or actually, we went home. Had a lot of things to do, getting ready the entertainment center that I got most of the money on that today. So we've been back and forth more than usual. All right, I'll let you go rather than bore you, but know that we have to take and make sure that we get. I did want to mention before I get out of here. Uh, Today, I believe it's more than a one-day celebration. The Asian American Pacific Islanders Day is today, or from what I was seeing of the announcement, the first day of that celebration. So I just wanted to make people aware of that also. All right, we got a pretty good crowd out there for a Saturday on my YouTube, my last day of the week. But you know me, I'm going to be having to share stuff into tomorrow. And yeah, I wish you did too, Michael. Uh, but maybe we'll find that brother-in-law is all right. It's just worrisome that he has been broken into so many times, but now he's retired, so he should be there. Uh, you're just a little concerned that he's not answering that telephone, and we're going to go out there and check on that uh, and get something on the way back. Uh, to got to get some groceries down the throat, so to speak. And I will let you go with that in peace. Resist, persist, and I insist we start finding the progressive candidates, Democrats, to back in 2022 and 2024. We have to. They don't have a party anymore. All they have is Trumpism, and people, most Americans, are sick of Trumpism. I want you to go down, like, and share. We're at 226 subscribers and growing. And what do I always ask that you do, particularly on this show? Share this shit. And I'll talk to you later on. Bye bye now. Share this shit.